Hey everybody, welcome to Toya's Cafe. I decided that I'm going to put this video out because on June 23rd will be a year when I got a revision to weight loss surgery. And I think it's time that I share this journey with you all from when I first started back in September 2022. So this is just to be a starter video. Why am I doing this now? It's because weight loss surgery is not something that everybody is comfortable talking about, but I'm a very transparent person. I'm an open book, and I don't get into the whole how other people feel. If it's for me, it's for me. I love me first, and other people's opinions are just that, opinions. So in 2012, I had the gastric sleeve done in Columbia, South Carolina. I was 26. I was against it. Nothing made sense to me then because my doctor didn't. All she told me was, you're 26. I gained like almost 100 pounds, maybe like 2 years. And she was like, by the time you're 30, you'll have a heart attack and die. Basically, that was like cut and dry. She was like, I think you need to get this surgery to save your life. And I remember having a conversation with my mom at the time. Me and my mom had the same primary care doctor. And I was like, Mom, I don't feel comfortable about this. Like, there's some other things going on with me that I think that she needs to be looking at. And my mom was like, well, Toya, maybe, she's a good doctor. I'm like, yeah, I don't doubt that she's not a good doctor, but I was against weight loss surgery then. But I was 26. I let my doctor persuade me. I didn't go for second or third opinions. And I got surgery. So I did lose a lot of weight that first year, but the weight came back. I moved back to Georgia, and I started seeing doctors here. And when I got here, so I got surgery in 2012. I got surgery February 2012. I moved to Georgia June of 2012. At the time I couldn't get any doctors to see me because they didn't do the surgery. So it was hard for me finding the right PCP, like trying to balance the right gynecologist, endocrinologist. Like, it was just a headache, and a bariatric doctor. So 2014, we're going to fast forward. I had been diagnosed with PCOS, but that's all it was. You have PCOS. We don't know what causes it. We don't know. We don't have a cure for it. Get metformin, go about your way. Well, I ended up finding like the best gynecologist in Atlanta, I'm going to say in Georgia, and her husband was an endocrinologist. Endocrinologist, y'all know what he is. And I start to see both of them for PCOS, and things start to make sense. And he asked me, he said, Miss Taylor, why did you get weight loss surgery? I said, because my doctor said I was 26 and I had gained all this weight and I was going to die by the time I was 30 years old. And he was like, no, did she test you for A, B, C, D? And I was like, no, like, I really didn't go through a long line of tests or anything. And me and him have some discussions, and he was angry. He was like, I can't believe a surgeon, even a doctor, will even give you surgery knowing that you have PCOS, knowing that PCOS contributes to weight gain, and they didn't test for everything else. So they ran tests on me, y'all. Found I had prolactinoma, which is a benign tumor on your pituitary gland. That has a lot to do with weight gain. Having PCOS that is not controlled, and other little small things that was going on. So at the time, my doctor was like, I don't have nothing against weight loss surgery, but you have to tackle everything else that comes along with weight loss surgery before you just send a patient to get weight loss surgery, in which I agree. So I agreed with my doctor. So this was like 2014 or whatever. And for the past, we will say, 8-9 years, there was a series of things and trying to get me treated, trying to get this prolactinoma under control, trying to get my PTS under control or whatever, my blood pressure, everything. So I want to say in 2021, maybe 2022, like right after COVID happened, my doctor was like, I think it's time that we revisit weight loss surgery. We've gotten the prolactinoma control. We have the PCOS somewhat control, but I do think that weight loss surgery or some type of program would be great for you to look at now. So I looked at another program. I started going to Prime Health MD in Alpharetta. The ladies there were amazing. So I started to lose some weight, but even my nurse there, she was like, I do think you should even go just consider weight loss surgery. I said, I was still against it. And I was like, okay. So we'll say this was in 2021, 2022. One of my close friends was like, there's this doctor on TV. Yeah, I had never watched, I think it's the 1,000 Pound Sisters on TLC. I'd never watched it. And she was like, there's a doctor on there and he's amazing. And they are here in Atlanta. And I was like, oh, cool. So she gave me the information. She probably gave me this information like that spring. In August of 2022, I called them to set up a consultation. I went to see them. My first appointment was like September of 2022. And I felt amazing just off of that first conversation that I had with my surgeon and the doctors there. The questions that they asked, I can tell that they were more concerned about me as a patient, my health, than just getting some money by giving me a revision surgery. So the process started then. I had to see a dietitian or a nutritionist for like 6 months. I had to also see a revision doctor. I had to go through a psychological evaluation, EKG, sleep study, chest stress test. I had to go through a lot of different things. Only thing I did when I had surgery in 2012 was some blood work and make sure that I didn't have H. pylori, in which I did. Other than that, I didn't do a sleep apnea test. They didn't check my heart, none of that. And so I even had to get I think it's called an endoscopy. I had to drink this nasty milky substance. And then I also had to go when they put the scope down your throat to check for, I think they was checking for like my liver and things like that. They done all of that. So we did, all of this happened between that September to like March, April of last year. Once I was cleared, my doctor was like, you're cleared. We're going to go ahead and schedule you for surgery. And I had surgery June 23rd of last year. Now, you may ask me, what's the difference between now versus then? I have amazing doctors. I hands down, I have amazing doctors. They care about me as a patient. They care about my well-being. And the process, any process that you go through in life is going to be met with obstacles, ups and downs. But I will have to say my good days will always outweigh my bad days. There were moments where I'm like, I regret having this surgery again, but it was more of a mental thing for me. And I'm glad. I've never had an eating problem. So let me put that. I never was a glutton. I just didn't sit there and eat food. My weight gain was caused by other medical issues. Granted, yes, I needed to make better eating choices and how I did things, but I did not have an issue with overeating. And I think that when it comes to weight loss surgery, and I see the comments, oh, you take the easy ride out, you just need to move away from the table. Everybody that's obese does not have an eating problem. So please do your research. And I was one of those people. I just gained weight because I had other things going on, and PCOS is a major contributor to weight gain. Yeah, I was the same size. I was never a small person, but I was the same size for years. And then once I got out of college, became a real adult, like my weight just went just like that. I was almost 400 pounds. Yeah, I was almost 400 pounds. So, but I've always walked boldly. Like when I tell you I love LaToya more than life itself. So I've never had low self-esteem. I was always walking with my head held high, but I know that internally, health-wise, I needed to be better. So I took this step and this new journey, and I'm so happy to now share it and bring you all along. So again, I always tell people, do what's best for you. Don't allow others to dictate you, make you feel like you're doing something wrong. Weight loss surgery may not be for you. You may have other things you want to do and do it. But weight loss surgery was for me, and anybody else that ever done it, kudos to you. And I pray and hope that it's the best decision that you can make. So come along. There will be other parts to this journey with me from last June to this June. I hope y'all are having a great day. Bye.